All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you guys. Welcome back to my channel where late is the new update. I'm Practiphile. I'm a self-taught musician. I mainly play the drums and I can also play the guitars, and I once lived in the land of audiophile heaven, Japan. When I was there, I was able to try out a lot of earphones, probably between 500 to 1000 IMs by now. However, it does not mean that my ears are superior to yours, because again, this hobby is very subjective. Only trust your ears, because ultimately you are gonna be the one spending. I am in the premise that well, where was I? Anyhow, yeah. Okay, so we are doing budget sets today. How are you doing, man? I'm good, I'm good. We're doing budget sets today. I'm doing okay. I just woke up and yep. Let me just open a third display in here, because sometimes I don't see your comments, so YouTube is weird. Am I planning on testing the Zgot Roomba? I haven't heard from Zgot. I may buy it. Because again, my channel is I feel like it's better to review stuff late. Yeah, I feel like it's better to review stuff late. I'm already in the level that I don't really get into the hype, because it's I get disappointed, not really disappointed, but the hype is usually like the expectations first, right? And it's sometimes it's really not the manufacturers doing the hype, it's really just the members of the community. We get so excited on new stuff, but we forget that there are actually like good sounding earphones, and I feel like good sounding earphones remain the same. I mean, they are good no matter what. um yeah, that's why, because we've reached to the point where manufacturers are already tuning well, and if they're tuned well, they don't go bad. If they're even like 5 years ago, we're not seeing like very smooth treble, we're seeing like double peaks, stuff like that, and only until recently that the tunings have really been, how do I say, like they've really gone mature. And I don't think that's gonna what, like, it's not like, how do I say it, it's say for example the RX-78. If you build Gundams, like RX-78 is the OG. I mean, that design will last, if that makes sense. So the tunings, the tunings that are really good, I don't know, like Harman or whatever target preference, if they're implemented well, they will remain good. They will remain better, or sound good in that regard. So yeah, let's do the what do I want to do first? I want to show you. Let's just get it moving, by the way. Let's do the what do I do first though? Okay, let's do the layo. Layo. ND layo. ND audio. So there's the ND layo in there. Pretty, how much are these? Because it's an ND brand. I think it's like KZ or CCA. Or maybe ND is actually no. I feel like ND and CCA, they are they're using, I mean, KZ is their OEM, or I don't know if they're still connected, but I feel like it's KZ OEM. You know what? There's a better way to find that. Check the manufacturer address. Okay. If it says Dongguan Electronics, if it's the same, if it's the same building, probably not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure KZ is their OM. Good morning. ND owns CCA? Oh, okay. ND already owns CCA? Or have they separated with KZ? What I know is, because I know is they've already separated, but I'm just checking if what? They've had their own factory or something. And I don't even get a price. And how much is the ND Leo? ND Leo IM. $10. Okay, $10, $15. It's a 10mm dynamic driver. Now where is it? ND Leo. Is this the one? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the IMs here. For the price though, I was surprised about the nozzle, because I think the nozzle is separate. And I think it has like metal grills in there, because usually in budget stuff, they only put like a mesh filter. And this one here is like, oh, okay, a metal grill and a separate nozzle, separate metal nozzle. So I was like, this is interesting. There are vents here. I'm pretty sure these are vents. 3 dots, and that's it. It's a single DD, so nothing really to rave about. That's it. And then let's see how it graphs in here. All right. Okay. Leo. Man, they can't beat. They can't. Oh, okay. Classic dynamic driver. Yeah, classic dynamic driver. Peak at 2K or double horn or something. Classic DD driver in there. Let's see how it sounds. I can already hear it. It's a fun sound. This is gonna be a fun sound. It's this kind of tuning was the tuning that you see 5 years ago, like pre-COVID. You know, when the IM was still. I felt like the earphone hobby really ballooned, or what, like became really popular after COVID, or maybe even during COVID, because people were staying home, and like I was staying home, and I thought like, you know what, let me buy earphones. Okay, so this one has a mic. Fit is not good for its price. Fit is finicky. I mean, it's partly because of the cable. This is what I don't like about. I mean, I know that the QDC pin is secure, but it creates a very narrow angle that it's hard for you to turn the IM to your fit, and usually it doesn't work in my ears. Yeah, and Okay, let's see here. Since this is it has a mic, so I'm gonna use a different player because Shanling does not allow me to. I mean, it sounds weird, so I'm just gonna do OS mod in here. Mode, sorry. Using the M33 playlist. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's unwell. If you have any sorry, what was that, Arton? Did you buy the budget sets? No, I did not buy them. These were sent by CCA. All of them were sent. My recent purchase was, what did I buy? I bought the Cadenza. Dude, like I can't Pop Eater sent me so many sets. There are still stuff in there that I haven't opened, so yeah, I'm gonna buy, if I don't get the Roomba, I'm gonna get them. That way I remove the bias, right? But even then, I think I'm already I'm already hard-skinned enough to not care about manufacturers anyway. I just feel like it's better for me and for the viewers. But still, I need to establish that respect with manufacturers because, you know, it's business and I know how it feels to run a business. So I just can't. There are ways to say a product is bad, you know, professionally at least. This one is a classic DD sound. Interesting. This sounds okay. If you have any songs to recommend, please do. I'm gonna listen to them. Okay, how about Under My Umbrella here? Yeah, it is a classic sound, really. It's bass is okay. It has its presence. Let me just show you what it grabs you. So it has its presence in there. Let me normalize this at 1000. So that's how it grabs. It reminds me of the Ruvius Prelude for some reason. See that? I like how I like my memory. I really like my memory. It's spot on every time. If there's one thing that separates me from other influencers and reviewers, it's gotta be my memory on graphs. It's gotta be that one. Like when I hear it and I feel like, it sounds like this and graphs like this. And 90% of the time when I do that, it's like, yeah, there you are. So yeah, budget Ruvius Prelude. Why do you have to spend, like, how much is the Prelude? $440 versus $10. You know what? You can just put filters on this. put like 500 is too thick. I don't know, 350, 200 mesh filter, and and you get a prelude. It's crazy. Oh, morning gang. Yep. So if it says it reminds me of that. It does sound like that. And hearing ND audio, Leo, like that, it just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense why you would spend $400 if you can get 90% of the sound for 10. uh, at least for the tonality, right? At least for the tonality. Let's try playing God in here. This is more more pronounced V shape though. This is more pronounced V shape than the prelude. But fit is, man. You need to change the cable. So I'm doing playing God right now. Yeah, it's a fun set. It's a fun set, definitely. Yeah, you just feel that the drivers are, you know, inexpensive. So, yeah, that's it for the Leo in there. Drivers, yeah, just the drivers are a little bit inexpensive. But they're not bad. Um, good sound. Decent sound for 10, but I mean, like there's content, man. Like there's I mean, if the content graphs better, so it's really hard. And there's also the TK. Look at that. The content just graphs better and sounds better too. It sounds better, safer. There's content and there's TK02. Let me remove the prelude. Yeah, look at that. So both the content and the TK02, they're just much smoother. So if it's, yeah, just there are better sets. That's the thing in the budget space right now. It's really hard to, and look at how good the shells are on the TK02. It's like it doesn't even feel like it really does not feel like a budget set. I mean, you can buy this for $10 or less than that. Just amazing. Just amazing sound for its price. It's like a side grade of the content. It's a smoother content. If you feel like the content is bassier, you can get these. I haven't done my review. I'm planning to do review on like hidden gems. It's a surprise video, but the thing I really wanna make videos. Like I can produce videos fast, but I felt like I don't know, like I don't want to make haphazard videos. I feel like I can like just shoot a video, lazy edit and post, but I felt like, man, I need to take pictures. I need to take a B-roll, stuff like that. So those things take time. I can also do like what others do, like no edit stuff. Like I can also do that. But I don't know. I just wanna. Maybe it's just me. It's a me thing, you know. I wanna make my videos better for the viewers and also for myself. All right, let's do the. We're done with this. It's okay. It's an okay set. Let's do the Xyrra. Let's do the Xyrra. CCA Xyrra. So CCA Xyrra is what? Hybrid. I think it's a BA and DD. Xyrra specs. So $21 to $30. Okay. So 1 DD and 1 BA. 30118 BA. With the latest VA, they said. Yeah. That's about the Xyrra in here. And where is it? Oh, I think it was I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Where's the BA? Is it in the nozzle? It's probably in the nozzle. Oh, it's in the nozzle. Yeah, it's in the nozzle. The BA is in the nozzle. You can't see it, but it's in the nozzle. They stuck it in there. Again, I have a mic. That's it. I mean, the design is okay for 20 bucks. Nothing really to talk about. It's a budget set. But if it's approaching $30, it's approaching Tangzu stuff, man. Red Lion, it had better cable, lots of accessories. I mean, if you're gonna spend that much money anyway, at least, you know, like, Red Lion's hard to beat, man, for its, you know, accessories and stuff. I think there's one more that had better accessories. I forgot. Anyhow, so we have the Xyrra. Let's see. Was it the one that graphs weird? Oh, almost graphed the same as Leo. Almost graphed the same as Leo. So I am... Okay. Forgot to show you that. Nope. So I'm expecting this is gonna be bright tilted. Titan. Oh yeah, Titan X. Yeah. Titan X. Titan X too. It has a lot of ear tips, metal build. Yeah, Titan X too. All right. So going back to this, it's bright tilted. Let me put my. Again, it's a V-shaped sound, mid bass, but more bright tilted. Yeah, very classic V-shape I am. Let's see how it sounds. Oop, nope. Gotta change the ear tips. These ear tips are soft. I can't manage to fit them properly. Hi there, Gian. Let me know if you have other songs. Let me shuffle my tracks in here. Oh, Avril. Any one of you listen to Avril? All right, I'm listening to what is this? Anything But Ordinary by Avril Lavigne. Yeah, crisp treble. It is bright tilted. Wow, okay. Nice bass rumble in there, but I don't think it has enough balance to uh, um I I can't. Pitbull X Dolly. Okay. Okay, let me find that. I mean, this song is not it's not doing it. Let's try that. Pitbull X Dolly. Do I have YouTube Music? Okay, there you go. All right. Powerful Women. Okay, let's see. It is tight. The bass is tight, but the peaks are okay. It is too. It is peaky. It's okay. So it has yeah, very engaging sound though. So it has good bass presence. It's a V-shape IM, classic V-shape IM. So it's a little bit better than the Leo, where it was only a DD. And when I say it's better, at least it can resolve cymbal strikes better. I really cannot say a lot. I mean, there's really nothing to talk about. I felt like it's just a little bit of upgrade from the Leo. Yeah. Okay, let's try. I'm trying to figure out why they keep making these sets. Like it feels like they're just really renaming IMs, just reshelling and then just selling them with the same BAs and drivers. And I mean, I understand that there have been innovations, but at the same time, I know they're just recycling stuff. That's what I feel. This one is different. Okay, Alison Cross. Okay, I'll let. But let me just. The thing about budget sets are, and I know this. I mean, not really. I know, but I feel like, they keep recycling stuff, and I'm not even complaining here. I mean, it's a smart move. To recycle. I mean, Moondrop is doing that. and people are not even most people are not even complaining, you know, like, you know, they're choo-choo sounding, or what was that, like their budget stuff, was it chew, yeah, choo-choo, with the same driver as their, and then they're just with just a different shell. I mean, who are we to say bad things about CCA when bigger or when other brands are also doing it, right? And it becomes more redundant. We already know in the hobby, if you've already, you know, probably 1 year in the hobby, 2 years in the hobby, you kind of like your preferences are already tailored. You kind of like have an you already have an idea on what sets to buy. At least, you know, you already have an idea on your preferences. You've already made mistakes. We've bought stuff. We went to the hype only to get disappointed. I've done that myself too, you know, many times before. I bought this and then, meh, you know. And it happens to everyone. And I understand why there will be, you know, like in the review space, there will be people who will not like what you say. It's just the way it is. You can't please anyone. You can't please everyone. Which is ironic that I'm talking about reviews if we actually have different preferences. All right, that is it for the Xyrra. All right, that's the Xyrra in there. It's okay. It's an okay set, really. Oh, did JTS have the Xyrra? Okay. Yeah, kind of like the same thing. All right. So this one here, oh, that Xyrra's done. Next is the Falcon. I think this is their new wired hi-fi gaming earphone. Okay. So it's a, oh, it's a 2DD 7mm. So it's a dual dynamic driver. Oh, that's why. That's why. And when I say that's why, it's I'll talk about that later, but this is the design in here. It's like the typical CCA shell. What I mean by that is CCA CRA, I think, mold. It's the same. That can house at least multi BAs or DDs in there. So yeah, you see two DDs in there. Do they have tubes though? No. Wait, how? So just crossover probably. I'm pretty sure there's a crossover point. Okay. Ugh. I'm just returning one ear tip to the oh wait, they have a this is a different, it's like the Moondrop spring tips, but just cheaper. So this is just one mold in here. The nozzle is not removable. And these are priced. How much are the Falcon? They say it's for gaming. Say Falcon. How much are they? $20 budget set. Yeah, $17 to $25. So it's a budget set. Fit is it's so yeah, it's this shell fits better. This shell fits better. Definitely fits better. Their normal mode does. Yep. I know. I know. That's how the but these are not the Starline ear tips. Those ones were popular before, the Starline ear tips. Like 4 years ago. I was still in Japan at that time. Didn't even start reviewing. I was buying a lot of stuff. When I was in Japan, I was buying stuff that I couldn't audition. There are stuff that I could audition, of course, most of them, but there are other stuff that I couldn't audition, like what at that time the heart mirror was really popular. HG sound heart mirror, and some earbuds. So, and people were talking about, yeah, the reverse Starline ear tips. Okay, so oh, before that, let's check the graphs. What can I infer from what Falcon? Yeah, CCA Falcon. Right. So, all right, there we go. There you are. Oh man, that's it okay, it yeah, it got the this is interesting. Are they doing diffused field? They're doing diffused field with a tuck, and I mean, yeah, why not? They got the diffused field gain in there. Um yeah, that tuck is too. You know what? It reminded me of earbud. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure about this. Um Sound Peats. It's a Sound Peats. I'm not sure if it's H3, but let's do it one by one. But it's reminded me of Sound Peats. There you go. A little bit deep in there. I mean, what I mean is, I can normalize this. Should I normalize it? If I normalize this at 300. Yeah, it's like that. Refresh that. Let me just refresh that. Air 5 Pro. Yeah, it's like Sound Piece, right? It's the tuck is a little bit weird. But hey, I think they're trying to mimic the reds or the blue. The Truth Ear blue too. Wherein they have that tuck, but this one's just a little bit lower though, so we'll see. We'll see. And what was that? Let me see. Look like the end of the road. Okay, let me find that. Look like the end of the road. Looks like the end. Okay, there we go. Okay, very nice clarity. I mean, it's a Harman gain, so... Ooh. Good vocal presence. It's okay. It's well separated, but it's weird. Good bass, actually. I mean, when I say good bass, it has some nice qualities to it. Like, it has some rumble and presence. So far, string sound okay. Timbre is really natural. So there's really good separation of instruments here, so I can understand why they market this as a gaming earphone. There's some good 3D imaging, or at least perceived 3D stage. Okay, let me listen to other instruments here. That's interesting. It's actually, this sounds good. Let me do my test tracks here. Unwell. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, so that track, Alton Cross, it probably has So if I listen to that, no. That one sounded like it has some good bass, but I felt like it should have been more. There should have been more droning in the sub bass with that track, Adam. With the, looks like the end of the road. I feel like there should have been more immersive bass. I could feel it with this, but now that I listened to it in my test track, I felt like, okay, the bass is probably a little bit subdued, as seen on the graphs there. Okay, let's check the bass here. Let's try Get Lucky. Yeah. So it is very mid treble forward because it doesn't really have enough bass to mitigate it. Glass beams. Okay. Mahal. Is it Filipino? It is. So because it doesn't really have a lot of bass to mitigate that, it will come across a little spicy in the treble. I just wish it had a proper bass tuck. This is too low. What I mean by that is everything in here is amplitude, right? These are levels. So if the peak on, let's say for example, let me just put Harmon in there. So if the peak is around, how many of dB is this? If the peak is around 70, right? That's the gain, or let's say just the treble energy, the highest peak energy in there is around 70 dB. The peak on the bass is just around 60. So there's a 10 dB difference there, right? This is how you read graphs and how you can kind of like guess the balance. So just looking at the graphs, you would know that this is gonna be, even if there's a tuck in there, and usually tucks, there's more prominent bass, stuff like that. But looking at the graphs, you will know that you hear more treble and upper mids than the bass. Because this is science. It won't be like a you know what I mean? It's Indian? Oh, okay. Because mahal is mahal, it's a Filipino word too. It's like love and and expensive, which is ironic. Love is expensive. Anyhow, so this is what I hear in this. So there's more upper mid and treble focus than the bass. Bass has good quality and texture because of that tuck, but the overall balance, when you look at the graph, it's just okay. There's really not a lot of bass to mitigate that. So there should be good balance in there. Let's find that one. So glass beads, mahal. Okay. Glass beams. I'm sorry. Glass beams, mahal. Okay. Wow, very tight bass guitar here already. But I know it should have been tighter with a different earphone. The separation is good, but it's really just the balance that bugs me. Man, bass quality is good in this. I feel like I need to EQ this though. Nice beat, yeah. So instruments sound okay. There's good sense of space, and I think this is really good for gaming, but it's really just the balance that bugs me. It is... Wow, okay. Treble is okay. Treble is natural. I don't hear any spikes. It's really just the balance. I'm gonna keep repeating balance. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the suggestions. This is okay. This is interesting for gaming. For gaming though, I think the Xyrra 7 Hz Xyrra is well regarded as like a budget gaming earphones anyway. But hey, I don't play FPS games. I play MOBA, like Mobile Legends and other stuff, but not FPS. And I feel like there is a correlation. Like when I say that IMs have good staging, usually almost always I hear feedback that they're good for gaming. Say for example with the EG280, I really like how it, how it rendered stage. For me, it was proportionate, and a lot of people seem to like the SimGut EG280 for gaming, although I don't really play games. So I can probably, I don't know. It's just, maybe it's really just the nature of the earphones. If they, over exaggerate the stage, maybe it's good for gaming. So, and I don't think timbral accuracy is important in gaming. It's really just the positional cues, and so it has to have good stereo imaging of left and right. Because sometimes it can get blurred, like even with songs. So especially when songs like they pan a lot, like Incubus tracks, they do a lot of panning left to right stereo. Sometimes on earphones, it's the panning is not as wide, but there are earphones or IMs that really does it better. That is it for the Falcon. Let's do Popinator set in here. We have the Shadow Blade. But before that, let me fee. All right. It's the imaging from front to back that differentiate good gaming. Oh, okay. Okay, front to back. So, okay, I understand. So front to back is when you say front to back, I feel like I call that deep stage. There's depth. Because with sets that are, I prefer depth than wide. And when I say wide, I feel like it some and so that's why it's reviewing and this hobby is a game of words, you know. And a lot of people seem to like a wide, like they say like a big soundstage, and your big soundstage might be different to mine. Like some people like the airy stage, and I feel like if there's some boosted extension, they get that airy feeling. For me, it's fine, but I prefer those IMs that are deeper. I don't mind if it's narrow. I don't mind if like I felt like in a it's just like a small room. I prefer that than like an airy bigger stage. So that makes sense. Um Oh, ability to resolve low volumes used to determine distance. Okay, wow. There's a lot of nuance to gaming. Wow, okay. All right, Shadow Blade in here. All right, Shadow Blade. There's a I feel like there's a message in here. Was it Popinator? You wrote a message that on what song I need to try with Shadow Blade. This is CVJ. It has a bone conduction, I guess. Oh yeah, that's okay. All right, Moon. I'll find that. Oh, that's what you meant by that. So CVJ Shadowblade. I think it's released long time ago, right? When was this released? CVJ Shadowblade. $79. It's what's this? A DD and a haptic vibration unit. Okay, vibration unit. They call it a vibration unit. They don't call it a bone conductor. Call it a vibration unit. I can already hear it. So this is what it looks like in here. Kind of shiny, actually. Kind of good build for its price. Full metal. Should have been... It feels like a $200 or $300 IM. Almost feels like Tanch Gym. Like Tanch Gym stuff. It reminded me of the Tanch Gym. Especially the mold. Kind of like Tanch Gym. So I'm not sure if... Is this the stock cable? If this is the stock cable, this is quite good. Yeah, it feels good in the hand. There's some vents in here. Let's look at how they graph. Let's see. Shadow Blade. All right, this is interesting. I already saw the graph, of course, but let me just remove that. So this is interesting because this is a warm set. What can I infer from this? Let me just put my balance target in there. This is a warm set with less gain, a little bit of mid bass in there. Reminds me of. This is not gonna be the exact like graph, but reminds me of BQEYZ stuff. I'm not sure if it's the Winter Ultra or the Topaz, but let's start with the Topaz. Yeah, I mean what I mean by that is probably not the Topaz, maybe the Winter. Yeah, Winter Ultra. Kinda, but it just has more mid bass. And there are TOTL stuff that actually graphs like this. I can't remember. Oh, it's a Synth cable. Oh, is it like I think it was a Mest. I'm pretty sure it's like unique melody stuff. They or even what was that, man? I can't. Chimera Erd. Yeah, like those low gain, but it has mid bass. It could be Chimera. No, not the Phoenix Call. Is it the Idun? I can't move on. I think it's the Idun Golden. Let's see. I really can't move on. But anyhow, I feel like this is a warm set. There's a little bit of emphasis there past 10K, so I really don't know how this would sound. I'm curious. Okay, let's what was that? Moon Quixotic? Do you say Quixotic? Moon Quixotic. Okay. All right, let's start here. Moon. Ooh. Bro, this is trippy. Okay. Okay. This should have been called hypnotic. Thank. It's like trance. Wow, okay. Well, okay. Those are interesting hits. I'm not sure if it's the vibration unit, but it felt like they're actual hits. It's interesting. These random hits felt like very trippy, yeah. So what I'm getting from this is I'm not getting a lot because these are just, you know, electronic stuff. But it feels like it's a very relaxed listen. Um, but let me verify that with some of my tracks here. Let's try yeah, like Get Lucky here. Yeah, it is mid bass dominant. Very relaxing listen. Let me check the treble here if it's even present. So treble is there. But the effect on these vibration unit is similar to it's similar to KZ's Vibe X, wherein it 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 creates a dimension. It projects that kind of like 3D, or at least it mimics that 3D stage, but at the same time it adds a little bit of off timbre to bass notes. It's adding that quality of hollowness to them, for the lack of a better term. Let me verify that with what's the best route? Look, let's try Under My Umbrella. Yeah, that's probably the best thing I can um well, it's distinct. It really, the bass is separated from you know, it has its own quality, and I feel like this one here, I think it's good with the tracks that you suggested. What are they called? Like kind of like house, or not it. I'm pretty. It's not EDM, but what are those? What do you call those genre? But yeah, it is. But then again, this is where the hobby gets really uh nuanced. Should I say nuanced? This is where the hobby can be really personal, okay? Because there is going to be sets that you will like for different genres. In my case, because my library is so broad, I'm too lazy to, or maybe yeah, I'm just too lazy to find what I am would sound in this genre or not. I mean, I understand I should be doing that, but hey, there are reviewers who are doing that. Jay is doing that. Oh, is it psychedelic? Jay is doing that. What genres that you wanted to listen to. So I feel like most of the IMs that I rank high, most of them are all rounders. Yeah. Because I'm looking for that perfect balance. Um, and I like sets. It's not to say that there are sets like if they're not balanced, I don't like them. There are sets that I like, like bassy sets and bright sets and weird stuff. It's just that it makes more sense because a lot of people, because in YouTube a lot of people are gonna watch me. I don't want them to. I mean, I know how it feels like to be to watch and read a review, get influenced by their opinion, buy them, and then you get disappointed. I've felt that many times because I still buy stuff, and I don't want other people to feel that. So that's why, even if I try my best to evaluate earphones that have good balance, but even then there are still people who won't like it, and I just learned that that's just the nature of everything. You can't please everyone. Yeah, and I've thought of like, if you're like bass, I think it's the safest route. Like HBB, he likes bass. It's very easy to suggest stuff, but it will also go against my preference. Wherein like I like bass, but most of the time I also felt like sometimes bassy sets are intrusive to my library. So I can please most of the people by going into bassy sets, but at the same time, I'm also not honest to myself on what I really like. So, oh, the assassin has a switch off. Okay, okay, that's interesting. It reminded me of the Vibe X, by the way. It reminded me of the Vibe X. The build is good. Um, But it's interesting because I don't see oh, it's probably here. This cut in here around 100, this is probably where the vibration unit is doing. Exactly. And I'm guilty of that. I don't really talk about music a lot, and I should actually do that. It's just that sometimes it really gets missed. And we're at fault, really. We should really talk about like what music. But at the same time, um and that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to listen to your library and understanding how people can be different. And I should actually talk more about it. But at the same time, I'm just too lazy. I put my music anyway. Like in my description, I put there what I listen to. But I should be more specific next time. Like maybe referencing songs or artists like that. So, but yeah, it's true. What albums have good production exactly? Um, and and also music. The choice of music is also um it's your story. It's your story. There's a story behind why you chose a certain genre of music. So in my case, I was I was born in the late 80s, so I'm probably like a 90s kid. And at that time, as a teenager, um what like being a metalhead was a thing. I mean, like on hip hop as well, Eminem, it was MTV. I was in the era of Wild Boys. Steve O. Dude, MTV. I'm pretty sure you guys remember. I was born in the era of MTV. I just watched MTV the whole day. Um but you know what I mean, right? So lifestyle affects your music choices, and so that's why my choice of music is a little more. I enjoy a lot because MTV gives you everything. I love Wild Boys. I think they're making a comeback. Johnny Knoxville. I saw an ad. I think they're Jackass. I think they're doing Jackass. I don't know. Culture differences too, exactly. So the choice of music is a story of your life. It is a story of your life. Avril Lavigne, I listened to Avril Lavigne. When I was in high school, everyone was listening to her. I bought her tape, because I was a skater boy. I used to skate, by the way. I still skate. I still skate. What I like about the US is they make designated skate parks. When I was in the Philippines, we skate the hell out of the streets, man. And getting, running from security guards, stuff like that. CVJ Vivian. CVJ Vivian? What? Shadowblade. So again, your choice of music is the story of your life. There's always a story behind why you like a certain artist. Yeah. And it's fun, you know, it really is. Especially the discovery. Yeah. So much about that. I have the Meze. Meze. And I know, and I appreciate you guys for recommending me your choice of music, because I know those are personal choices. You know, it's like you're sharing me your favorite briefs. Your favorite briefs? Oh my god. So Meze audio. This is a headphone. Of course, it is a headphone. So this is a tour unit. So this is like what? So I messaged them because I want to try that. What was that thing? Like Jay put that I am in a like hydraulic machine. I forgot, but so I messaged them like, hey, can I review that? And they said like, yeah, it's only on tour, blah blah blah. And they said, why not review this? And so I got this one. Oh wow, this is like ass. It really, it feels like interesting cover. Say the interesting cover. Okay. Meze. Okay, I don't. What are these? What? Wait, is it not 99 classics? Meze Audio 99. How much are these? Second gen, $349. Okay, for a headphone, $349 headphone. Ooh, okay, interesting. And these look classy. So I'm not a headphone guy, you know that. I'm not a headphone guy because yeah, I mean, I cannot find any use case. So this is probably the cable. Yes, cable is not DSP. What? No, I'm sorry, it's a dongle. Thought it's a DSP or something. Meze Bull Astro. Yeah. It's the Astro. I'm not sure if it's the version 2 though. They didn't say. Oh, version 2. Yeah, it says version 2. It says version 2. Okay, so cable is fabric braided, which is nice. I like fabric braided cable. They just feel nice. They feel nice to hold. I know it's a personal thing. And what I say about personal thing is some people like the feeling, some people don't. It's that easy. Where the hell is right and left? Are there any indicators? There is none. Are you kidding me? Come on. Really? There has to be one. So I'm I can't find any. No, there is none. Like even red? No. So I'm just gonna go with 99 classic. I know how. I know my tracks, so I know the panning. So if the panning is weird, then I'm in the right. I put the wrong case, you know. Really, I cannot find any indicators. Why would they do that? No, I can't find any. Version 2? Is it like, is it bad? Or the version 2 bad or something? Fit is... Wow, okay, they're comfortable. Can it be adjusted? How do you adjust these? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, you can't adjust this, right? Can you? I didn't think you can. It flips. Okay. The cable will determine, from my understanding, these can go both ways. It's marked at the top brass slider. No, it says Meze in here. Unless I'm... I really can't find any. It is... Oh, it's a closed bag. Okay. Anyhow, let's read... Not read. I mean, let's look at the frequency response. Where this 99 Classics V2. Audio Amigo, okay. Wow, interesting. There's a cut? How do they do this? There's a cut at 300. And then there's a dip at 4K. That is interesting. Is it really like that? Let me see. A cut at 4K. Yeah. So, I'm thinking there may be a little bit weird. It can't... The stage might be a little bit trippy on this, but I'm just worried about timbral accuracy. What I mean by that is it can... Yeah, this is interesting. Why would there be a dip in there? This is interesting. So... I don't know. It may actually make the vocal sound realistic at an expense of some weird timbre. That's what I can say based from the graphs. But hey, it's just graph is graph, right? So let's do my Shandling M3X in here. It's a closed back. Yep. Unwell by Matchbox. Really? I'm not hearing any bass. Is this open back? Closed back? So right off the bat, I said like there's gonna be timbral inaccuracy, so the strings sounded off already. Okay, so what's going on here is, so again, I'm not a headphones guy, but so there's a peak at 2K in there. And usually a peak around this area is associated with sounding nasal, could be shouty. Now, I don't mind peaks around 2.5, 3K, because usually it peaks there and then it continues, it lingers, right? But because there's a dip at 4K, this peak here becomes more pronounced. This peak here becomes more pronounced. It's the first thing you hear. So you may get like a very smooth treble, but all of the you just hear this. There's bass, but you hear this. So again, I told you about, like, it's all relative. This is amplitude, right? So the peak here is at 70. Bass is like, there's a 5 dB difference on the highest peak on the treble and the gain, upper mids, to the bass. So the bass might have a good tuck in there, but you hear this more because it's relative, right? This is the, you know what I mean? It's the same thing on Super Reviews unit. Probably not. Yeah, there's at least 3 to 5 dB difference in there. But yeah, let's just listen. Okay, let me listen to the treble. High Spring by IU. Okay, there's Under My Umbrella. No, man. Let me do that. I mean, they're not peaky per se, Playing God, but it is just timbrally off. So it feels like strings are like a note higher. And the bass is, I don't know, maybe it's just my hair. I know there's a lot of things. Or maybe it's really just, wait. Is it? Let me try a different source, okay? Because it's weird. It's weird. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, so the thing about it is, like, it... No, I can't. That dip is bothering me. What I mean by that is... So, you know, you probably know about harmonics. So this is killing harmonics. It just drops. So what I mean by that is... So when you... So strings... It's supposed to linger, right? And so the harmonics are either boosted or recessed, but this one here, they just cut it. They just cut the harmonics altogether. That dip there is pretty steep, and so it felt like it's weird. It's not complete. The sound is not complete. The strings doesn't sound complete. It's like all the fundamentals are okay, and then you cut the extension and then go back up. It's just weird. So yeah, I probably would buy the the budget Fio. I had the headphone that I bought. What one was that? I forgot. I would choose the Moondrop. What Moondrop was that? Oh my god, what's wrong with my memory? The over ear? What over ear was that? Oh, the old fashioned? I would choose the old fashioned over this. Yeah. I mean, the old fashioned might not have a lot of bass, but it sounded more correct. That dip, I mean, the old fashioned also has a dip, but It just sounded weird. I don't know. So yeah. Ah, man. It's it's a meh. The units today are like meh. It's meh. These are the things that is hard to review because I can't, you know. It's hard for me to review because first, I I don't have a lot of opinion about them, but at the same time I want to make a better video. So I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna say? Or maybe I can just, you know, do I have Sennheiser head? No, I don't have Sennheiser headphones. I tried a lot of headphones, but it's really just I try a lot of headphones, but I just cannot justify a purchase. Yeah, because I don't use them. Like even with I've been sent with headphones. Like even if the Moondrop old fashioned, I like them, but I can't find any. I can't even use a lot of IEMs. You know, I would I would want to. Yeah, I'll probably get a HD 600. Yeah, yep. I know you have Adam. What was that? I want to try planars on tubes. Let me try this on tubes. Let me try this on tubes and let's see if it helps it. Let's see. All right. GR70. I don't know, like it's like a neutral sound, but I just don't like the dip at 4K, man. That is too steep. It's really timbrely wrong, man. Like this is not natural sound. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's an acquired taste though. Like I know there are people who like Meze. And just you know what? Like I also have a theory that um like what year you were born, what music you kind of like listen to. So I was born, I'm a what do you guys call me? Millennial, all right? So during millennials, um so our generation is a little bit strange because we know, not really we know, but we kind of like had an idea on like the boomer stuff, and at the same time it was like the like the age of computers and digitalization. So we kind of like have an idea a little bit and now. So I felt like so in the digital era around the 2000s or even in the 90s, I'm pretty sure speaker setups have already changed at that time. So there was so much focus on bass. But at the same time, I know that even in the 80s and the 90s, speakers at that time sounded different. And it reminded me of the Meze Classic in here. It gives me that vibe of that kind of sound, if that makes sense. Because when I was young, I remember going to my great-grandmother's house. The Pepsi Clear. I went, and they have this old like speaker, like just a speaker that does not have bass. I mean, now that I remember it, it's just like all mids and very nasal sound. You know what I mean? Like even the radio stuff, it sounded like that, the Meze. And so when I told you about, music is the story of your life, the Meze Classic might actually be capturing people who are in the 50s and 60s, and when they listen to it, they reminisce. Because I'm 38, so maybe if you give this to a person who is around, I don't know, close to 50 like that, they may actually like this only because they may remember the sound of their childhood, or I don't know, man. Yeah. Because I'm still in the premise that earphones are really, it's demographic, No? What do you mean no? You try it. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But I felt like this is like an old speaker. I don't know, man. So have you tried this, or maybe you have? Did I hear it? Do you have the Meze? I don't remember if I've tried it from you, but Adam's being defensive. It does not. This one does not appeal to me. At all. I cannot. So I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's good for a certain library, and maybe I need to test it more. Yeah, I don't know if you don't have them. But yeah. It's okay. I was pretty excited about this one, the Meze. Let me Meze 90 Classic V2 head file. Let me see what they say about. Wow, 4-star. Interesting. Okay. 4-star. Lets you enjoy the music. Wow, okay. Hey, I mean, this is... Wow, okay. See that? Like... Classics with balance, tuning, and beautiful... Okay, wow, alright. Balance tuning. Nah, there's a dip, man. There's a dip. It definitely does do something. They like it. The head fight people like it. I'm maybe it's just my library. Yeah, a lot of people seem to like it. Focal. I like Focal. I've tried Focal. From Timmy. I don't remember which one, but yeah, I tried the HD 800. I mean, yeah. But this one doesn't do it. Maybe I just need more time. Maybe I just need more time. Who knows? Yeah. Next week, I can probably finally finish all Popinator sets. What's left in there is some K-Bear stuff, the Lark, the Robin, and other stuff. I'll finish everything next week. Cause look at this in here. I'm so dumped. I'm so dumped. I have a lot of things to talk about. But I'm clearing up stuff that, you know, backlogs. The Roomba though, I'll try to borrow the Roomba. So with the QOA Adam, I'll probably send it to JTiz. So JTiz is interested in graphing and listening them, so I'll send it to them. The Sense X, I think I have. Sense X100, yeah. I'll try to look into that. I'll probably finish graphing everything, hopefully by tomorrow, so that I can finish reviewing everything. Or not reviewing, but, you know, impressions. But yeah, really appreciate really appreciate because, you know, Popinator, because of his works. Okay. With Popinator, I was able to discover different sets like the Sora Tune, the TK02, the newer ADSI, Abyss Jade, different sets that are good sounding, so really appreciate it. And Adam said he's also preparing other sets. It's gonna be fun. It seems like I don't really run out of content. I'll do my part. When I go to Japan, I'll find stuff for you to for you to waste. Like I'm gonna poison you on what to buy. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. What are some new sets recently? So we've got the Roomba. Oh, I have the Fiesta coming, the Juzz Ear Fiesta and the Nebula. So it's on my way. Silver Flash, I already shot my video, so I was supposed to release my video today, but didn't really have time to edit them. But yeah, so maybe early next week I'll release my video on the Silver Flash. But Silver Flash is an S ranker. I don't know what to replace. Help me here, because I want to be consistent with It's hard for me. What Silver Flash is good, but I don't know what I want to replace. It's a single DD. Yeah, I'll probably Divine. So I'll probably put the Divine down. Remove the Dragonfly. This is a little bit shouty actually, so remove that out of the way. There we go. And then Camper Silver Flash. Oh dang, what happened? Why didn't it... Did it save though? How do you save this? There you go. So yeah, I think... Yeah, the soft ear edge. Soft ear edge. I asked them, but I don't know. Does JT's have... Yeah, I know it's been hyped recently. So only Mark and HBB has them. So but hey, yeah, my channel's tagline is late is the new update. So I'm gonna be anti-hype for now. I'm gonna be anti-hype. Yeah. It's better that way. But I know you really want to try out, you know, different stuff. Yeah, I think that's it for my stream today, guys. Really just mass sets today. CCA. I'm gonna like put them in one video. From the graph, they look quite similar. Which one is this from the graphs? What are you talking about? Is it... Oh, Silver Flash and Silver Flash and the Edge? Let's see from HBB. No, the Edge is gonna be bassier. Yeah, it's gonna be bassier. Why I say they look close on graphs, but what I mean by that is, so it has a lesser gain, so it will have more prominent bass because of that. There's also more bass to begin with anyway. And yeah, and there's a dip there, and so the soft ear edge is gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit hard. It reminded me of oh man, I forgot. There's this TOTL that graphs like this. I forgot. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Like, there's a lot of bass in there. Cut at 400. Man, what was that? Let me find it here. I'm pretty sure I wrote that in here. Chikusekai, Richo. A phonic, yeah, the vision ears. Does he have vision ears? It's not Empire ears, the vision ears. Yeah, look at that. It's a little bit warmer on the vision ears though. It cuts at 800. Empire ears too? I was thinking of the Odin actually. Empire's Odin. I was thinking of that. But probably not. But I was thinking of the Phonics, man. Visioneers, I think they close? I don't know. They bankrupt? What else did I try in Japan? I don't remember, man. Oh, there's one more. I can't remember. But yeah, interesting. The soft ear edge is interesting, but it looks like it's the same with the let me see what RS5 Mark II. Yeah, but it's a BA, right? The RS5. This is interesting. This is a unique tuning, you know, for bass heads. But how much are they? Soft ears, edge price. $500, man. 500. 500 buckaroos. I mean, you can. Yeah, I should put like I should change I should put a category in my rec list in here, like bass head, stuff like that, or like special recommendations or something. Because for me, I think the Chopin's bass is still actually very good. Yeah. Just a little bit earlier cut around 200, but I think the Chopin is actually still good. And you know what? I put in here CCA. Did I put CCA Trio? Why didn't I put CCA Trio? Oh, it's here. Not Trip. CCA Trio, because do you know that this was like 3 years ago, and not a lot of people talk about CCA Trio. Like, this one is really, really good. Like, looking at the graphs, it like follows Harmon, you know. It is one of the best well-tuned products, I tell you. The CCA Trio. And it graphs like Chopin. And I didn't talk about it because it was a loaner, actually. The Trio, I graphed it from a friend. It was a loaner. It graphs like Chopin. It graphs like Simgot, EM6L. There, the gain. Maybe even Supermix 4. Yeah, Supermix 4. Supermix 5, not so much. Dude, this is a very great set. Graphs with IO. Is it IO? Graphs like this. Pretty sure it graphs like IO Sonyo. IO Sonyo, you know, it's freaking Harmon. And how much is CCA Trio now? CCA Trio price. It's like $30, 15. You can buy this for 15. This is so good. Worth it? Dang, this is... The Trio is very good, actually. For its time and even until now, it is very good. At least on graphs. And it did sound good too. It did sound good. How can you beat this? You know, how can you... When you look at it, when you look at that, like, that is... You know, like, wow. So I'm probably gonna buy that just for the review. And for reference. I mean, there are switches. I know it's annoying to do the switches, but you can change the bass, but I feel like, oh wow, that's a lot of bass. But this is a fun set. I tell you, this is a fun set. And not a lot of people talk about this. This is a hidden gem in here, you know? Like a proper hidden gem. And it actually almost graphs like, what was that? Man, I forgot. What brand was that? Full binary blonde camper. CG. Meyer and ICGK. See audio, SIM got, nope, sonic memory. Huh. I can't remember. Is it the armor? Oh, TSMR. Sorry. TSMR. Do I have? Oh god, he's not responding. Tansho Mirai? Mirai X. Yeah. Freaking Mirai X, dude. Mirai X is like how much? Mirai X. Oh, wait. Am I showing you? Wait, for a while. Oh, man. I'm not showing you how good the trio is. Sorry about that. So this is the CCA trio, by the way. And it graphs like the Mirai X. Graphs like, binary Chopin. Graphs like the EM6L. Even the, Sonyo, like more expensive stuff. This is a very, very mature tuning. Yeah, this is very, very mature. Tansho Mirai. You have the Chopin, EM6L, Sonyo. But he didn't really. Tone Deaf Monk, alright. Did he do down, down, down? Ooh. And then... Tone Deaf Monk's database is not updated recently. I wonder why. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I guess that's it for the stream today, guys. Nothing really to talk about. I'm gonna make a video on like the ultimate budget stuff and like the real gems. What I mean is I'm gonna include, you know, the TK02, the Suratune, and you don't have to spend much in audio. And if you have to spend anyway, like if you want to experiment, it's more fun to spend it in around the budget. I don't suggest spending more than $100 as of recently because there are many good sounding sets. Like let the company do the battle, because I'm feeling like they're also kind of like releasing slower because this is what happened. So 5 years ago, IMs were like tuned trash or like not smooth, and then so they made a lot of changes because of Critical and other reviewers. They've made a lot of changes with their tuning. They were tuning really good, really smooth, and after 3 years, they've been releasing good sets because of their tuning. And because they're good sets, people get satisfied. Why would I, like if I have 7Hz 0, if I have like a Kailua, if I have a Kunten, why would I bother to spend more? So there's less buyer's remorse from blind buying stuff because they sound good anyway. And so there's less people upgrading because they sound good already. So that's what I feel like what's going on. It's already peaked. What I mean by that is peak is there's very few areas to improve to make earphones sound better. So you may already have a good sounding IEM in your collection. So we are in the state in the hobby wherein it's so hard to screw up a product. You may already have a good sounding set in your collection. I'm pretty sure of that. And sometimes there's just no sense of upgrading. There's just no sense of buying stuff. And maybe just out of curiosity and just the collection, just for the sake of collection. And that's fine. That's part of the hobby. Just like collecting cards or collecting anything. I'm collecting graphs. You know. And there are different buyers, so I can't really tell people not to buy stuff because I don't know what kind of hobbyist they are. There are people who just buy almost anything just for the heck of it. And it's their money, but there are also people who are saving a lot, and I understand that because I still save. And I'm careful in my purchases, although sometimes I save because, I buy stuff because I, get in the hype. So, yeah, be smart. You can just maybe watch reviewers talk about nonsense. That's a nice place to be in too, because at this point we're just entertainers. Will I be making videos in Japan? Maybe. I'm thinking of that, but the thing about Japan is so earphones might be actually okay, but Japan is a very private country. What I mean by that is they care about people being shown. They care about laws and rules. So I can't just film anyone and then show people's faces on the video. So I may, or maybe just I'm outside, I don't know. I may stream. I can do some stream and show you some streets. I can do that. Yeah, why not? Just don't let me, don't donate something and make me do stupid stuff like Somali. What was that? Johnny Somali? Just don't let me do stupid things. I can stream. I can do that. Yeah. show you what the streets are there and where the audio shops are. No, HBB he lives far. I was planning on meeting up with him together with Timmy before, but he just lives far. Timmy and I, we lived in the same city. Yeah, we live in the same city, so I often met up with Timmy, and you know, so I'm probably meeting Timmy. But HBB lives far. I need to ride a bullet train to get there, or drive, or yeah. Nebula, no. I have a set coming, but they haven't sent it yet. But I'm gonna, yeah. Is there a graph already? I don't think there's a graph yet. So Nebula X Coda, I don't think there's a graph. I think they focus more on the Japanese market because I think it's a Japanese collab. But I have the Fiesta coming in, so I'll probably make my review late because again, new tagline. Late is the new update in this channel, okay? Late is the new update. So I'm gonna be anti-hype. That is gonna be my position. That's the best way to save money and find hidden gems. Let's gonna be anti-hype. I mean, stop me if I get into the hype. So yeah, be informed, guys. Learn how to EQ. Learn how to little bit of reading graphs. You don't have to be a master of it. You just make it make sense, you know? Those are important, but don't trust graphs entirely. It's still your ears, but make graphs as a filter, you know, because almost always it's gonna tell you the tonality. At least the tonality. It's not gonna tell you like how deep the stage is, stuff like that, but it's gonna tell you the balance of bass, mids, and treble. At least you know that. So yeah, we're at this point of this hobby we're in. If an IM is really good, most reviewers will say it. You know. Explore music, good. Yes, explore music, very good. Explore music. That's one of the best ways also to be satiated in this hobby. Explore music. Yeah. Listen to different songs. I do that. From time to time. So yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for staying. And I'll see you again next week. Thank you so much again, Popinator, and my sugar daddy, Adam. And for Gian, to my members, Nico Rivera, Gian, Adam, Popinator. Who are they? Yep, J-Pla. You guys rock. Prepare your songs next week. Let's explore music. Indian. I wanna suggest Babymetal. They collabed with what was that? There's an Indian band. What was that? It's a fun. Bloodywood. Bloodywood. I saw them in Salt Lake. So I saw their concert last year, Babymetal. I went there with Bloodywood. It's a nice song. It's a very engaging song. Try to look at Babymetal X Bloodywood. I think it's Con or something. Pretty nice combination of Indian metal and girls singing and dancing. Have a nice day, guys. Enjoy your weekend. See you next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.